afternoon. Russell of Hotels going live just for a minute. You guys know how I do it. Today is Friday. Is it the weekend yet? I think so. Anyway, this is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's the daily check-in. Now, I also do On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. That comes on every Tuesday at 1 p.m. PST. And this show, I think the one that's coming up will be show number 305. Yeah, 305. Yeah, 305. Yeah, I had to say it like 10 times. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out the last one, if you haven't checked out any of them, just go to right here. I'm live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn right now. But on Tuesdays and every other day that I do a live, it's on YouTube and LinkedIn. So make sure you guys check that out. And if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so. Just go russellofhotels.com. You just go to Russell of Hotels on YouTube and just like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and it'll go bing. And then anytime I go live, you'll get a notification. That's what it's all about, right? It is all about notification. It's all about being informed. Okay, so anyway, once again, this is a daily check-in. I never do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels without showing a hotel. I'm always going to showcase a hotel that I've been to, that I've experienced, okay? So I will never show a hotel that I have never been to or I've never experienced. Well, if you've been there, you've experienced it somewhat, right? So I'll never show that. So, you gotta maintain some integrity around here. And I'm not one of those people to just post things and I ain't never been there or I never done this. If I'm riding, if you see a photo of me or a video of me riding a camel, I'm riding the camel. Okay, that's not AI, because man. Speaking of AI, I've seen so many things that you're capable of doing these days, and you think it's you or think it's someone, but it's really not. So it's a lot of AI is deceitful, right? I mean, you can put one over on people, but so you have to be really careful about what you're seeing and what you're hearing, because AI, although it is a great tool, especially for business, say if I didn't want to do certain videos or whatever, I can, my likeness and my voice and all that stuff, and I can, create videos or whatever, but you just got to be careful about, is that really AI or is that actually that person? Because some people will utilize your likeness and put a voice and put a script to it, and next thing you know, you're saying some crazy stuff that you never said it, right? So that stuff is happening as well. So just be careful. I love AI for business, but there's some stuff that's going on out there that you just have to be careful and know that, is that AI? Is that real or is that Memorex? Remember that back in the day, they talk about Memorex? Now we done got past Memorex. Now we're talking about AI and likeness and voices and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I actually just started looking at another AI platform, and it looks real, because before, about a year ago, I was introduced to this one AI platform. Well, I thought that was, cutting edge. Well, now it's evolved into something that looks so real, it's ridiculous. And I'm going to share some of that stuff. At a later day, not right now, but I've done a couple of videos with my likeness. Check this out. Okay. I did this one video where it's a still picture of me. It's just a photo of me sitting down at a table. What AI does, I can write in the script that I want myself to stand up and walk away. Although it's only a photo of me, okay? Like basically almost from the waist up. I'm sitting at a round table at a meeting, and somebody had introduced me to this whole thing. And I said, you can't do that. I don't believe it. Anyway, whatever. So anyway, he showed it to me, and he showed me, a demonstration of something else. And I said, well, okay, I'm going to take this one still picture of me and see if I can get up and walk around. And it did. And it's crazy what AI can do. So when I say be careful, when I say do your homework or your research, do your darn research and homework, because there's so much stuff that's going on, it's ridiculous. Just like there's a person in this video right here. If you look, when it goes back, it'll pan back around. There's a person walking you can actually program or write a prompt for AI to do that. I'm showing this photo of this video of the hotel, and I see the guy walking right there up the plank. You can actually do that on AI, or the flames that are burning. You can do that as well. All those things you just have to command. You just have to know how to command the prompt to do it, and it'll do it for you. I mean, it's unreal what it can do. So anyway, I don't know why I got off on this whole AI thing, but you know what? I had a couple minutes to spare, so there you go. So yeah, so just make sure do your research, and if you have any questions about that, I mean, feel free to reach out to me. So anyway, let's move on. So top, as you can see right here, where is it? Right here, where is it? Boop boop boop, right there. Top 50 podcasts in hospitality for 2025. Top social media influencers for 2025 as well. That's me. Yeah, I got those things. Yeah, yay, thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, On Air with Russell of Hotels is one of the top hospitality podcasts. I appreciate that. And Russell of Hotels, or myself, is one of the top social media influencers out there. So I don't consider myself an influencer. I consider myself someone that's entrenched in the industry. But if, some people, they realize the term, or they know the term influencer, if that's what you want to say, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I accept it, right? I accept it. But yeah, so I do, do I influence people? Yeah, you know what? I guess I kind of have to. I kind of have to really accept it, because in meetings and site selection, when I'm looking for hotels for a client, they'll ask me what I think about these particular hotels. And people will ask me like, hey, what do you think about this? In fact, someone on LinkedIn, Jamila Jackson, asked me yesterday what I thought about the one hotel. I'm like, I think it's great, So she asked me my opinion of it, because she was staying at one in Seattle, and I know there's one here in West Hollywood. And she asked me what I thought about the brand, or she asked me like about brands, for individual business travel and stuff like that. And I just, because she mentioned one hotel, I said, you know what? Let me just make a comment about one hotel, because one hotel is a great brand, especially if you're, traveling for business, a solo traveler, as well as group business as well, smaller groups. I think it's great. And it's one of those hotels that when they practice, how some people they don't practice what they preach when it comes to sustainability. Well, one hotel does, and you don't have to search around to see what's sustainable and what they're working on, what they're doing, or whatever. It's everywhere throughout the hotel, and that's one thing that I like about that hotel, is that they're not hiding that they're sustainable. They'll tell you, and they'll give you examples of that. And I always use this example, right, as far as sustainability in a hotel. They promote 5-minute showers. How do I know that? Because there's little, what do you call it? Hourglass. Is that what it's called? Sand, sand in the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. Like sand in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. You ever heard that? Anyway, I'm over someone's head somewhere. But anyway, they have these little hourglass things in the shower. And it basically has a sign that says, we promote 5-minute showers, whatever. So you turn it, and then when the sand is out, that's 5 minutes, right? So that's when you get your butt out of the shower. Well, that's conserving water. Okay, that's, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. So it's all about conservation. It's all about, saving, something, so whatever resources we have out there that are left. And water is a precious commodity, right? So I love the hotels that are sustainable, that actually practice what they preach, and they want you as the guest to do the same thing. So shout out to one hotel. So if I'm an influencer, it's for those reasons, right? Because I look at those hotels, I talk about those types of hotels. Just like today, I'm talking about Marina del Rey Hotel, right? So so I guess if you say, I'm influencer, okay, I accept it. All right, I take that, right? But like I said, I'll never do a show that I'm not showcasing a hotel. And today happens to be the Marina del Rey Hotel. Guess where it is located? In Marina del Rey. Hello? Come on, people. Where you guys been? Anyway, let's move on. These daily check-ins don't have to be that long. As you can see, I haven't talked all day, so I'm like, I'm wound up. I have to talk. So anyway, once again, Global Hospitality, one of the top 50 social media influencers. So this is another thing. This is actually the article right there as well. So some people are like, yeah, right, sure you did. Whatever. Well, I have to show this and like give some credibility. Like, oh my God, oh you are in there, huh? Somebody had asked me, oh you just put that up there. I'm like, no, I didn't. It's actually true. It's actually this. So I had to show someone this thing right here. Then that way they would believe me. I'm like, people are something else. People are something else. I guess they get, caught up in the AI thing because AI will do anything. It will reproduce anything. Well, this is not AI. I'm letting you know that this is really true. Okay. Anyway, the comments are open as well. So feel free if you're on LinkedIn or YouTube. LinkedIn, unfortunately, the comments will not be in real time. But if you go to YouTube, they'll be in real time. So they'll be in real time. I can put them in real time on the screen. Okay. There you go. There you go. And anything that I talk about will be on the blog. So that's why I always show this. Look at this beautiful view, right? This is Southern California at its best, right? It never rains in Southern California. You know how they say that? You know that song by Tony? It never rains in Southern California. Well, there you go. This is it. It never rains in Southern California. In fact, let me change the font here so you can see it. Let me see. What color should I do? Should I do yellow? No, I can't do yellow. It's already yellow. Let's do a blue. No, I can't do blue because that's what's going on now. Let's see. There you go. Let's see. Is that a better color right there? Yeah, it's a little darker. Okay, so I had to change the font right there because it was yellow and it was kind of blending in. So the blog, so just go russellofhotels.com. That's where my blog is. All the information. Anytime I do a topic, like today's topic will be on the blog. In fact, it's already there. So make sure you go and check it out. So you don't have to write things down because I kind of get kind of long-winded and talking about certain things and topics or whatever. And I'll make certain points. And sometimes people like want to write things down. Well, no, you don't have to because everything in its entirety that I'm going to talk about is going to be on the blog. So all you have to do is just go russellofhotels.com, go to the blog, hit that button, and everything when you hit a button, it goes bing. There you go. So there you go. So that's the blog. And once again, this is the Marina del Rey Hotel. This is outside. So, one thing about Southern California, especially when it's weather like this, I don't waste my time taking a lot of photos inside. It's about the outside. It's about the ambiance, the vibe of outside. And it's right next to boats. These are boat slips over there. So you can see the mast on all the boats that are out there, sailboats or whatever. But it's just a great picturesque location, right? Right there in Marina del Rey, which is literally from where I live about 15 minutes. Actually, it's not even 15 minutes. It's actually a straight shot on the 90 freeway, the 90 highway freeway, whatever. And where it ends, that's where it is, right? So I would say, maybe I'll just say 15 minutes, but between 10 and 15 minutes from where I live. So every now and then I just go there and just hang out. Maybe have a little lunch, something like that, and just kind of hang out and just take it all in because the vibe is dope. Can I say that? The vibe is dope over there. So if you're not familiar with Marina del Rey Hotel, check it out. Go Google Marina del Rey Hotel or go marinadelrey.com, marinadelreyhotel.com, and you'll find all the specifics of the hotel. But yeah, everything is nice. The interior is nice as well. It's just that, like I said, I focus on outside because who wants to be inside on a beautiful day like this? Okay. There you go. Just thought I'd say that. What is the topic for the day? And these daily check-ins normally last about 20, 25 minutes. I'm at 14 minutes right now. So there you go. But feel free to make comments if that's what you choose to do. Okay, so the topic for today, my top 3 hotel site selection factors. Now, you guys know I do, or maybe you don't know, I do hotel site selection. So I assist companies and organizations with finding that right hotel for their meeting, their conference, their retreat, convention, whatever it is. No meeting is too large or too small. Okay, as long as it's 10 rooms or more, 10 sleeping rooms or more. I've done from 10 rooms up to about 650 rooms on peak night. So it doesn't matter. Meeting space, convention center space, citywide conventions, whatever you need assistance with, I'm here to help. but typically my meeting size is typically they, probably, they can go 50 to 250 for the most part. That's probably average, but I've done more than that, like I said. So, but that's kind of the average now for me, but that's okay. So I just did this. I was looking for a place for a meeting just a couple days ago. Actually, I just got the preliminary contract today for this one particular group, but it's a small group, so it's like a board meeting. But I do that, all over the United States, board meetings, whatever. Actually, I've done meetings international as well. But yeah, I was working on something that was in San Diego, right? San Diego, which is just a beautiful destination. Just in case you didn't know, San Diego is one of my top destinations, probably my top 2 destinations in the U.S. Okay, top 2. I don't even know what would be number 1. If San Diego was number 2, what would be number 1? That's a good question. So maybe San Diego is number 1 because I don't know what number 2 would be. So anyway, my top 3 hotel site selection factors. Number 1, know the objective. It dictates the type of hotel. Is the meeting focused on team building, training, client engagement, or strategy? The purpose of the meeting can determine whether an airport hotel, downtown property, or resort-style suburban hotel makes the most sense. It depends on, what is the objective of the meeting. Training, if it's a training session, these are examples. Training session, you may want a quiet, distraction-free suburban location, something that's away from like the airport, the major city center, something that doesn't have a lot of distractions, because like Vegas is probably distraction city number 1, right? Because there's so much going on. There's bells and whistles going on. There's lights, there's gambling, there's all this. I said bells and whistles from the gambling, the gambling floor, the slot machines and all that stuff. There's so much excitement going on. If you're trying to do a convention or a meeting, like if you're trying to do a training session or whatever, Vegas may not be it, right? Or maybe you want to be off the strip. I don't know, but sometimes you want to be away from it. I have a couple of groups that they don't want distractions at all. They don't want to be next to anyone. They want to be, they want smaller properties so they can kind of almost take it over. So it just depends on the group, right? Depends on what they're doing. So, but you have to know these things, right? You have to know the objective. It dictates the type of hotel. So this one particular group, they're looking for things they like rustic, they like out of the way, they like seclusion. All those things factor in when I'm trying to find a hotel. And sometimes the hotels that want my business or want our business, they don't understand the importance of kind of the smaller hotel, or that they don't care if they're around, a lot of activities, because guess what? They're not going to do those activities. They've proven. I've done like damn near 10 programs for them, and they've never asked for that, right? They never asked for, is it near this? Is it near that? No. Once they get there, they're concentrating on their meeting, and that's it. And once they leave, they're done, and that's it. So know the objective of the meeting. That's one of the important things. Is the meeting focused on team building, training, client engagement, or strategy? The purpose of the meeting can determine whether an airport hotel, downtown property, or resort-style suburban property makes sense. Like if it's like a quick-hitting sales meeting, in and out, like 1.5 to 2 days, I would say airport property would be great for that, because it's next to the airport. They can get in and out pretty quickly, just kind of rah, boom, 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 and they're out. Okay, there you go. So every hotel has its place, but you got to know your group, right? Know your group first. Number 2, listen to your client. It's their meeting, okay? So that's one thing. People think that I'm the one that's dictating where the meeting is going to go. No, it's not my meeting. I mean, I'm helping the client. Yes, I'm helping my client, definitely, 100%. I also give them advice too. But at the end of the day, it's their meeting. So I have to listen to them, or I don't have to, but I do, because that makes sense. It makes everything easy. Yeah, I have to. No, it's not a choice, right? If I want clients, it's not a choice. I have to listen to them. Okay, so listen to your client. It's their meeting. Always prioritize the client's goals, their visions, and pain points. So whatever they tell me, when I go and meet with hotel people, when I have these one-on-one appointments or whatever, I'm acting like I'm the client. I'm giving them the information that the client has ingrained in my brain, right? Ingrained in my brain. So because I'm there representing them 100%, right? When it comes to their particular groups, right? So I have to make sure I'm talking about all the pain points. Like just I gave an example a little while ago of, they want seclusion. They don't want to be around a lot of activities. They don't want to, if they had to share space, meaning, on the other side of that wall or the next meeting space next to theirs is a sales group that's going to be making a lot of noise, or a kids group that's just out of control. They do not want to be next to that. So I need to know ahead of time from the hotel, who are you having next door? I need to know this. And the client wants to know this too, because they don't want to be disturbed. That's just it. So if you can do that, if you can provide that kind of, privacy, then great. But if not, then we have to go to somewhere else. That's just it, right? That's just how it is. But I have to know that. Ask strategic questions to uncover what success looks like from their point of view. So yeah, ask your client that. What does success look like? What are you looking for this this retreat or this sales meeting or whatever it is? What looks like success? Can you give me an example of hotels that were successful in your eyes? Let me know. Then that way I can look at those types of hotels. So those are things that you have to ask your client, right? Their feedback should guide every decision. The venue, format, and flow. Yeah, I need to know exactly what is the flow of this meeting. Because I do the food and beverage as well. At least I will let them know that, okay, they're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's an all-day meeting, whatever, whatever the case may be. Are they going to be parking on their own? Are they, valet parking? Who's paying for all this stuff? All those things matter, okay? They all matter, especially when it comes to the contract, because you want to make sure all those things are in the contract. Number 3, location and space must match the experience. Choose a location that supports the attendees' convenience and aligns with the meeting's tone. Oh yeah, of course. Ensure the hotel offers flexible, functional meeting space that fits the agenda, general session, breakouts, networking. So yeah, you want to make sure, because a lot of my groups, they may have a luncheon or a meeting before the luncheon and kind of a meet and greet kind of thing. So I want to make sure there's areas for this meet and greet, because sometimes they don't want to have the meet and greet in the same place they're having the meeting or the lunch. They want to have a huge foyer area. Maybe there's drinks out there, cocktail, kind of like a cocktail reception before, dinner or whatever, or before the meeting starts in this case. So it just depends, right? But you have to know what your client wants. You have to ask those questions. You have to maybe go and check out one of their meetings. Maybe they never had someone do site selection before, right? Maybe you ask, is it okay if I can come and kind of see the flow of one of your meetings, before I take over as your hotel site selection person? Yeah, I've asked that, and I've always been accommodated. Like, yeah, sure, come on, check it out. Yeah, of course, that makes sense, right? Because they want to make sure you buy off on whatever they're trying to do as well, right? So there you go. It's all about the client, right? 100% about the client. So don't get caught up in the ego thing, right? It's 100% about the client. And if they have questions for you, they will ask you, like, hey, what do you think about this? Well, we had this, but what do you think about that? Let's see, what else? Verify the technical or tech capabilities, like AV. Everyone has AV, right? What are the capabilities? I mean, what if everyone is, there's some virtual things going on? You want to make sure there's enough bandwidth. The hotel has enough bandwidth to do this thing. Does that cost more money? Because we're going to plug in 500, laptops. What do I need for that? Is there enough bandwidth? Because everybody's going to be on Wi-Fi. Is there enough bandwidth? Is there enough power? Whatever you're doing, find out what's going on with the hotel. So there you go. So once again, my top 3, or Russell of Hotels, top 3 hotel site selection factors. Number 1, know the objective. It dictates the type of hotel. Number 2, listen to your client. It's their meeting and their money. Number 3, location and space must match the experience. Boom. There you go. See, like I said, this doesn't have to take that long. I'm already at 20. I'm already at 25 minutes. I just said 20 to 25 minutes. I'm at 25 minutes now. Okay, so anyway, we're almost done. We're almost done. So just as a reminder, on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show number 305 is coming on this Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So just remember that. And that's in California, right? 1 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you're in New York or you're in Florida, you're in Georgia, well, it's a 3-hour difference. So that's 4 o'clock for you. Okay, so just so you know, because I just want to make sure people know. So yeah, anyway, last slide, last one. So once again, this is the Marina del Rey Hotel, which is located outside of Los Angeles, maybe from downtown, 20 minutes downtown, I guess, depending on traffic and freeway time and all that stuff. But so yeah, so any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, russell@russellofhotels.com. That is my email address. If you want information about me, it's all on my website. There's no secrets here. Just go russellofhotels.com and it's there, right? All my information is there. And oh, I forgot to mention this, right? Did I mention this? No, I didn't mention this. So, okay, I just got the okay to go to, well, I guess I was gonna get the okay anyway, to attend, well, I just got my flight information today. Let's just say that. To attend Destination Southeast, which is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale before, so that'll be my first time there. Of course, I'm going to take you along with me, okay? So this is Destination Southeast, which is part of the Northstar group of meetings, okay? Northstar does, I don't know, 10 meetings a year, 10 different types of meetings. They do a whole bunch of things worldwide, but we're only focusing on the United States ones at this time. But one thing that I'm going to be doing there, of course, I'm going to be there partaking in the meetings, being a hotel site selection person. Of course, you always want to get introduced to new hotels, new destinations, as well as new salespeople, right? Salespeople, it could be some of the same salespeople, but, there's a lot of new people that I haven't met before, right? But as a side thing, I'm going to be, and I hate calling it an interview. I call them conversations. I'm going to be able to do some conversations with people about their brand, like, getting their brand out there, right? Because I'm big on creating brand awareness, not just for the hotels or the destinations, but for individual people, right? Because that's why I do this, right? This is all about strategy, right? Me doing these lives, me doing, creating brand awareness for Russell of Hotels, because Russell of Hotels, quiet as kept, is a brand, right? A lot of people don't know, like, what is he doing? Well, it's my brand, right? It's my brand. So a lot of people come to go to shows, trade shows, conferences, conventions, or whatever, and they do these one-on-one appointments, but you walk away with like, okay, yeah, I met with these people to do this, blah, blah, blah. But how many people really know who you are? How many people give you an opportunity to speak about who you are, what you do, and how you can help them? I know that you're going to have your one-on-one appointments, but what happens after that? Wouldn't it be great if someone was having conversations, or an area where you can have a conversation that was videotaped, and you were able to take that same video and put that on your LinkedIn profile, or you can put it on IG, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you wanted to put it, right? Well, this is the opportunity to do that, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be hosting that, right? I'm going to be interviewing people or having a conversation with people about who they are, what they do, and what we can expect from them, or how they can help you. So these are people from destinations, CVBs, tourism boards, people from hotels, be hotels, city hotels, resorts, whatever, and as well as the meeting planners, because there's meeting planners and hotel site selection people, just like myself, who are independent. They're independent. They're business owners, right? So maybe you need this type of help, but you don't know where to start. Well, these people are going to be there as well. So I have to announce that today because it's hot off the presses. So there you go. So that is it. I'm out of time. So once again, Russell of Hotels, this is a daily check-in. Check this out every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Also check out my show On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. Show number 305 will be on the same network. That's LinkedIn and YouTube on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So that is it. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. And do something fun. Be safe. And as always, peace.